Online courses are my favorite business model. There, I said it. Yes, I'm the founder of Thrive Themes and it's a software company. I still love software, but as a business model, nothing beats online courses. And I believe that this is more true now than it has ever been before. I mean, we can see it happening, right? Everything is going digital. The world is going digital. People who don't bring their teaching, bring their coaching, bring their knowledge online in the form of online courses are going to be left behind. And I hope that that doesn't happen to you. The reason online courses are so great is because you can take your knowledge, you can package that up as a product, and you can then sell that product for years to come over and over again. You can keep earning from it without having to put more time into it. It's like you can show up as a teacher once and get paid over and over and over again. And that's brilliant, isn't it? So why isn't everyone doing this? I've worked with and talked to thousands of online course creators, and I see the same problems emerging again and again, and people ask me the same questions again and again. One of the most important ones is people ask me, okay, how do I actually do it? How do I translate the knowledge that's in my head into a good online course? That is where people get stuck. And I want to emphasize good here. People want to make a good online course. That's another objection people have. It's like, look, I don't want to make a crappy product. And I want to make this clear. I'm going to talk in this video and in the following videos about how to create a high quality, useful online course. And most people I talk to and work with are the kind of people where even if I came to them and said, hey, here's some recipe on how to make a quick, crappy, like cash grab online course, they would tell me, no, I'm not interested. I want to make something good. I want to make something I can be proud of. Now, if that resonates with you, then these videos are for you. In this video, I'll give you a strategy to deal with the two major obstacles that prevents people from doing exactly that, translating what they know in their head into a good, high quality online course. The first obstacle is what we call the information overload problem. So this is the typical newbie mistake. Someone goes, okay, I want to make an online course and I have some expertise. Maybe you're a coach or a teacher or something. You have something to teach. And then you go, how do I make a course? I know, I'm going to download everything I know. I'm going to download everything in my brain into a course. And the idea is like the more information is in the course, the better, right? Wrong. The first thing you need to realize is that an online course is not a textbook. Look, let me tell you something. People don't want to buy your online course. And this is nothing personal. People don't want to buy my online course either. People aren't actually that interested in paying money in order to watch lectures of someone droning on about something. What people want is an outcome. People want a solution to a problem they're having right now. People want to achieve something that they haven't achieved yet. And your online course is just a means to an end. That means that an online course with more information, more video lessons, more hours of video to watch is not a better course. Think of it like this. Let's say someone wants to buy an online course in the fitness niche. They want to get in shape, right? They buy your course, and in your course you start with, all right, here's Anatomy 101. We're going to learn about the bones and the ligaments and the different types of muscle fiber. That's not what they wanted. They want to look good for beach season. They want to know, how do I grow my muscles? They don't want to learn all the bones and ligaments in the body first. So more information, this kind of brain download, does not make a good product. The problem when you're creating a brain download product is that you're not meeting the student where they're at. And the solution is to create what I call an outcome-oriented course. So step one in creating a good course is understanding what is the outcome that my student wants. And then you want to design a course that is streamlined to get the student from where they are now to the outcome that they want. Because in fact, your student would be happier to pay you for a course that is shorter and gets them from A to B more efficiently than for a course that just has, 100 20-minute video lessons that they have to watch through. Let's make this more practical. What your course needs is a clear structure that takes your student from point A, where they are, to point B, where they want to go, the outcome that they want. The structure you're going to create to do this is what we call the Big 3 course structure. And it works like this. Step one, know the outcome that your student wants. For example, let's say I have a photography course. And again, we've established, I don't want to just say, hey, this is everything ever about photography or photography 101 or something. That's kind of a boring product. Instead, I want to start with the outcome. I want to say, hey, in this course, I'm going to teach you how to take this kind of picture. A specific kind of picture. Maybe it's a portrait, maybe it's food photography. But I want to show and point to this is the outcome that I will help you reach. So we start with the outcome, and then we determine what are the 3 most important things that my student needs to know in order to reach this outcome. So not the 5, not the 10, not the 20 things they need to know. What are the 3 major things they need to know to get from where they are to the outcome that they want? In our photography course, let's say that is number 1, composition, number 2, lighting, and number 3, capture. So that is where we teach them about, camera settings and everything you do before you press the shutter button. Those main 3 things, the big 3, are our modules in the course. So I'll have module 1, composition, module 2, lighting, module 3, capture. And then within each of these modules, we apply the outcome-oriented model again. So module 1, composition. What are the things my student needs to know in order to know enough about composition to take the picture they want to take? And I try to lead them step by step from where they are now to having enough, but not more, knowledge than they need about composition. And each of those steps is one lesson in my course. Module 2, the same thing. How do I provide a streamlined, shortcut path from where they are to where they need to be in order to take the picture they want to take? And so on. Now here it will depend on what you teach. Every module might have 3 lessons, 5 lessons, 10 lessons, however many it takes to get the student to the desired outcome. By following this recipe, you end up with a course that has a very clear and simple structure. It's easy for a student to understand and follow, and it gets them on a short path to the outcome they wanted. So after not that many lessons, after not that much time spent, your student is taking the picture that they wanted to take, and that feels great, which means that your student is happy and they probably want to learn more from you, so they'll be happy to buy your next course as well. And this is how, paradoxically, making a higher quality, more desirable, more marketable online course is actually easier than making a crappy course. Because an information download course is a lower quality product, but it takes way more time to create. And of course, this applies to any niche, any topic that your online course is on. The principle is always, number 1, first identify the outcome, a very specific outcome that your students want to reach. Then split it into the 3 main things that they need to know. Each of those things is one of your modules. And in each module, each step they have to take is one lesson. Now, I'd love to be able to say that now you have the recipe for how to structure your course. You can be on your way and make an amazing online course and start earning money with it. Unfortunately, the problems don't end there. The second big obstacle is DNF. Did not finish. Loads and loads of people start with the idea of, I want to create an online course. They maybe start working on it, but they never finish. And this is a serious problem. There are people who are tinkering away at an online course for months or even years without ever finishing it. And you don't need me to tell you that an unpublished course is going to do no good, neither for you nor for anyone else. So why does this happen, and how do we solve this problem? What a lot of course creators suffer from is perfectionism and imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a very common phenomenon. It is where you feel like you're not good enough, like you don't know enough, or you're not worthy to teach something in an online course. This happens to basically everyone. Even world-class experts get this feeling when they're asked to speak on stage, for example. This is just a facet of human psychology. We always get used to what we know. So even if you've acquired a lot of expertise in a field, you always feel like, well, this is normal. And you kind of get the sense that other people know just as much or even more than you. And that can get in the way. This manifests in perfectionism. So you always feel like what you've created is not good enough, and you want to make it better, and you want to keep working on it. And this is also kind of an excuse because it's kind of scary to launch a course, right? So you can keep working on it and you can stay in that safe bubble of having not finished it yet. What loads of course creators do is they spend lots and lots of time majoring in the minor, worrying about all kinds of minor details that just don't matter that much. Look, for example, you're thinking, I have to find the perfect online course software. And you try all kinds of different solutions, and you think, oh, I have to have this specific feature. I have to have this one very specific feature. And this course software I found is perfect, but it doesn't have this one feature, and so I have to try something else, and so on and so forth. Or for example, you want to record your video lessons, and then you think, what camera do I need to get? What lens? What microphone? How do I set up the editing software, and so on, right? There's so many things you can get lost in where you're always trying to find the perfect solution, and you can keep this going forever. So how do we overcome this problem? Let me present you with one realization and one rule that helps deal with this. First, the realization. Imagine that you're taking a language course and the teacher is good, the course is fun, you're engaged, you're learning, it feels good. But the course is recorded on, phone camera, the video is a bit grainy at times, the audio quality isn't always great, the slides are a little bit janky. Does that really matter? I mean, if you're following the course, you're having fun and you're learning the language, how much do you care about something like video quality? On the other hand, imagine that you buy a language course and everything is super polished, right? The website is amazing, videos are 4K, crisp, perfect sound quality, but it's all a bit boring. It's a bit difficult to follow. You kind of have to force yourself to continue in this course, and you realize you're just not actually learning this language. Let me ask you, which of these courses would you rather buy? Where would you rather spend your money? See, from a customer perspective, this is totally obvious to us, isn't it? We would much rather spend money on a low production quality course that gets us to the outcome that we want. And yes, we're basically talking about the same thing again. It's all about outcome-oriented courses. So that's the realization. And here is the rule that I have followed in all of my course creation career in order to make this practical. Because listen, I'd be a hypocrite if I told you, hey, just use the cheapest stuff you can find. Look, I'm recording this video right now on an expensive camera. I spent money on this setup here. But crucially, my rule is that yes, you can spend money on better cameras and better editing software and better all kinds of stuff. But first you earn that money. You make a simple course with what you have, you earn money with that, and you spend some of that money on upgrading your gear and getting custom integrations and custom designs and custom everything made. You can have a vision of an amazing online course empire where everything is perfect and everything is super well designed and you have like custom software that does all the quirky things you want it to do. Like, that's perfectly fine, but work your way there. Earn the money to build this amazing thing that you want, rather than spending all the money up front and then hoping to somehow make it back. Now, just to prove that I still can, I actually did an entire online course launch where I ditched all of my expensive gear and I had no one helping me whatsoever. I did the whole thing using just a GoPro and a cheap tripod. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did that in the next video. In fact, in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can validate your online course idea and get paid before you even start building your online course. And I'm going to show you this using a real-world example of a course that I created and launched. If you're not a subscriber yet, make sure that you sign up below so you get notified when we release the next video in this series. Plus, we'll send you a PDF cheat sheet of the outcome-oriented course model that I showed in this video. So you have an easy way to reference it and you can start building a better online course right away. I hope you found this video useful and I can't wait to show you the next one. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Is there a course that you have been wanting to create? And if so, on what topic? And have you struggled with these problems that I described in this video? I'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment below.